Thank you for clicking on my channel, Travel Thrift Vintage. My name is Stephanie Ann. I'm super excited that you decided to click on this channel. It's befitting because it's December 31st, 2017, and I am doing a top 10 cheesy countdown to the things that I learned in my first year of selling on eBay. I am a newbie, so if you're a newbie or you're contemplating starting a eBay store, this might be a good video for you. Hopefully you'll find some interesting content, or at the very least some food for thought. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get started on my top 10 things that I learned being an eBay reseller. So number one was, or is, I should say, figure out how eBay fits into your lifestyle, how it fits into your schedule. Now, this was something that I thought I really had taken the time to think about, but when you get into your life and you try to integrate something new like eBay, it can be very challenging. If you're doing it like I am as a career path, or even at the very least as a new hobby, it can be difficult to manage your time around it, because it will need attention, right? And we already come from busy schedules, other priorities, other commitments, and being able to integrate something new like that into your life can be challenging. It can get frustrating. And you know, of course, eBay is not something that we have to do, so it can be sometimes easy to put it on the back burner. But what I can say is, if you continue to push through, if you continue to try to adjust and find the formula that works for you, eventually eBay will naturally become a constant in your daily routine, like it has mine. It took time, it took a while, just like any other habit or anything that you're trying to do new. It's going to take some time, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Just keep plugging through and pushing through, and eventually it will become part of your daily routine and your daily habit. So that's number 10. Number 9 is there are reasons why you say you can't do it. There are 100 reasons why you say you can't do it, but there are a million more reasons why you can. So if that made any sense. So there are 100 reasons why you say you can't do something, but there are a million more reasons why you actually can. I'm a person who was like, no, I'm not doing eBay. I don't know anything about eBay. I really had zero knowledge of eBay. I've really never bought anything on eBay. Obviously, I've never sold anything on eBay. I had this kind of skewed perception of who you needed to be in order to be successful on eBay. Like, I thought you had to be like this Good Will Hunting math whiz, or have this computer guru-ness about you in order to be successful. Well, luckily, come to find out, that's not the case, and there's a lot of people putting out content out there that will help you if you're struggling. So I'm really excited about saying that I decided to take the plunge and went against my better judgment, but because I went against my better judgment, this time it paid off. And I would just like to say, I want to push you a little bit to take that plunge if you're on the fence about it, because you'll always find reasons why you can't do something. But if you really take the time to develop your business, you will be successful at it to whatever level that you want to be successful at it. So that is number 9. Number 8 is, you don't have to invent the wheel when it comes to eBay. That's the really good thing. There is an awesome reseller community out there. There are tons of YouTubers that are putting fantastic content out, that if you ever find yourself struggling with something, or trying to figure out how to maybe do photography or do photos, or how to do shipping, there are a number of YouTubers out there that will help you through that. They've been through it already. They know the ins and outs, and they are very, very helpful, and in some cases life-saving for me, because that's how they help that's part of the reason why I was successful in my first year, is because there's an amazing amount of content out there that it's helpful, not only in videos, but in articles. Obviously, eBay is great about putting out content. I mean, it's their personal business. They want you to be successful because in turn, if you're successful, they will be. So just keep that in mind, that, you know, one of the things that is good about starting an eBay business is that there are lots of people out there who have done it and are being successful and sharing their stories about it. So number 7 is to keep it simple, silly. Yep, keep it simple, silly. The reason why I say it that way is because you either need to sell what you know or know what you're selling. And I made the mistake of going like 90 to nothing, and I really got excited about starting my new business, and all of a sudden I was trying to sell 10 different items on eBay, and I wasn't having success doing it at the very beginning. And the reason why is because I needed to realize that I have not only a learning curve of trying to figure out how to do eBay and how to make it work, and learning their platform, etc., etc. Now I'm adding an additional burden onto myself of trying to figure out how to sell a product. I mean, because it's not just, oh, well, that product sells for 40 bucks. Let me go put it on eBay. It's also like, okay, is it still selling for 40 bucks? Is it, how do you describe it? What, you know, is it a special make or model or whatever the case may be? You know, so there's a lot of research sometimes that goes involved. And if you were trying to do that for 10 different items, that can be overwhelming and not a good start to your journey on eBay. So keep it in mind that you need to either sell something that you know, or if you're going to sell something out of your comfort zone, then you really need to know that product first before you start putting it out there. And the reason why I say that is because it's going to protect you to a certain level of not making like really big mistakes. Like, you know, if you're selling a Coach bag and you really don't know that it's a fake Coach bag, that can get you in a lot of trouble. So you don't want to do that. So I took a step back and I said to myself, okay, what is it that I know? I know women's clothing. So I really thought about it and figured out how I could translate that into a successful eBay store. And for me, it's a successful eBay store. And so I'm really excited about that. So that is my takeaway on number 7. Number 6, mistakes are lessons in disguise. So you will make mistakes. Unfortunately, you can't avoid making mistakes. And I've made some pretty decent mistakes in my year of doing eBay, but they were all fixable. And I think what's important to know is that don't beat yourself up about it. Mistake it is what it is, you know. But the great thing about it is that it can help you identify areas of improvement, help you identify things that you need to work on or breaks in your process. So really look at a mistake as a learning lesson for you, and things that you can improve on. And that's what I did. So number 5 is consistency is key. So it's really easy to start off being consistent than trying to do it in reverse, right? So the reason why I feel that consistency is key and very, very important to your success if you're starting out as a new eBayer is nobody knows you. Nobody knows what you're selling, or if you're, you know, the quality of what you're selling, etc., etc. And part of the way that people buy into you is through your consistency. It helps you develop good habits. It helps you to foster good business relationships if you're consistent, because that's what they can count on from you. And that's how you build trust. That's how you build your business. So if you start being consistent, if you start your business being consistent from the get-go, I think it will help you build your business a lot faster than just trying to just put stuff out there and see what sticks and not really develop a good consistent process or delivery. So if you develop a good delivery and a good process, and you stay consistent on those things, it really will help people buy into your store and buy into your business. Number 4 is research, research, research. Just like any business person will tell you, if you're trying to open a brick and mortar store, location, location, location. Well, to me, on an online store, it's research, research, research. This is my personal opinion, because I feel that you need to know your business, okay? You need to know and understand your customer, and the same as for your product. And one of the ways to do that, and the easiest way to do that, is to research, right? Is to get out there and have Google and YouTube be your best friend for the next 3 to 6 months, and really, really pump out, reading articles and watching YouTube, because it's going to help you gain knowledge, and knowledge can yield success. So the more you know something, the easier it will be for you to sell it in the long run. And so I really think research is very, very vital to your success, and never make that the least part of your business. It should be a big part of your business's success. So I'm turning the page because I wrote these down because I wanted to make sure I didn't forget them. So that was number 4. Number 3 is set your goals high. There's no reason why you shouldn't set your goals high. If you don't achieve your goals, no big deal. You're starting out. This is something new to you. And the reason why I set my goals high is because, number 1, it helps me to stay engaged. It helps me to stay motivated, and it helps me to keep continuing to push my boundaries and push and challenge me to improve my process, to improve my business. And so I really aim high on my goals. And if I fall short, well, guess what? I'll probably end up somewhere in the middle, right? If I have a really high goal and I don't achieve it, if I put any effort into it, I probably will meet somewhere in the middle. And starting out, being in the middle is awesome. It's freaking awesome. You know what I mean? So, doing that, it will really help set you up, and it can help you to continue to strive to meet your goals and to make bigger and better and bolder goals. So I always say, set your goals high. Number 2, we're almost to the final one. Number 2 is celebrate those milestones. So if your goal, one of your goals in the beginning was to get to 100 comments, or even to 50 comments, celebrate those. Pat yourself on the back. It's not selfish or narcissistic to pat yourself on the back or to share it with people. It's your business. You worked hard to get to that point. Celebrate it. Share it. It's not an easy thing to get some of those milestones sometimes. If you get to top rated seller, celebrate it. Have a glass of wine, whatever makes you happy. Celebrate it, talk about it. Give yourself some kudos on that. When I got to top rated seller, I did. I had a goal of getting to top rated seller within 6 months, and I was able to get there. And you know what? I celebrated the heck out of that, and I will continue to celebrate even the smallest milestones or even the smallest goals that I make, because it's important to keep me motivated, to keep me excited about eBay. Number 1, the last takeaway that I have for my first year selling on eBay is that was a horrible drum roll, by the way. Anyway, is to have a good time. Have a good time. Be happy. Celebrate. Just be excited about it. A lot of us, well, I would say, for me personally, I don't know about a lot of us, but for me personally, I'm doing this as a career path, changing my career path. I had a career, I loved it, I enjoyed it, but there were certain things that I didn't have that I wanted now, which was to have more flexibility in my schedule, to be able to take more vacation, and some other things. And I chose to do this, and I want it to remain something fun and exciting. I can have any old job and be miserable, but I don't want to be miserable. I don't want to wake up going, ugh, I have to do eBay, or feeling like it's a drag or a burden. If it ever feels that way, just take a step back, reevaluate it, and make it to where you don't feel that way waking up or wanting to do it. There are so many things in our life that we have to do that are not fun, or maybe just not something that we enjoy doing, and so I don't want to add something to myself that I choose to do and make it something that's not fun or exciting to do. So I just always want to keep that in mind, that I want to have a good time doing eBay. So I want to say thank you for sharing your last 15 minutes of your life with me. I hope you found this video helpful to you. If you did, or if you want to, subscribe down below. One of my resolutions for this year is to do more social media, so I'll be pushing out some more content hopefully in the next couple of weeks. And so I want to say Happy New Year. Welcome. I'm welcoming 2018. Stay safe, enjoy yourself, have a happy, cheerful 2018. Thank you. God bless. Bye.